it really humbles me to know that he lives on in this way, in just knowing how other students are going to represent him, and just having the same attributes that he has. It's rewarding for me, just knowing that those students worked hard as well as he did. It's very rewarding for me personally, just knowing that the description is definitely Patrick. There is nothing there that is fabricated. It is 100% Patrick Parker. Selfless, humble. He worked very hard, academically, athletically. He excelled in everything, and he didn't take anything for granted, and he gave his best at everything. So everyone who receives this award, I hope they know that it's someone very special, and that the award is true to what he was as a person.
I'm Elisabeth Gully, former Queens College women's basketball player, class of 2016, and I am the first recipient of the Patrick Parker Award. It means a lot. I knew Pat Parker from before I started at Queens College, and he was a very close friend of mine that I met with a mutual friend of ours. So I'd known his work ethic forever. I knew how passionate he was about basketball and everything like that, and how hard he liked to work, and that he just enjoyed working hard. So being the first person to get the award means a lot, because it kind of means to me that I have the same, or half of the same passion he had for this work, as his passion was crazy. So it means the world that I got it.
Sharvill, Nawghre, class of 2017, Queens College, former tennis player, and the second recipient of the Patrick Parker Award. For me, I think it's a great honor to have been chosen for this award by both my coaches, who I'm really grateful to, and who actually thought that I deserved this award. And knowing history of Patrick and how such a big achiever he was himself, it feels very pleasurable and very honorable to have been given this award.
I don't think I did half a great a job as Pat did when he was here at Queens, but I was my team's captain, and I think in that sense we were both kind of leaders, and that, we always looked out for our teammates, we always looked out for our friends and our community and everybody that was a part of Queens College athletics in a whole. So I think that's how I kind of took on his legacy, and just made sure that everybody was cohesive and together, and that we were all on the same page and we're all on the same team.
This is like a team award for me instead of individual. I think we are all, on the tennis team, we were all extremely hardworking. We all work very hard. Our coaches made us work hard, put us disciplined, and we all did great academically and athletically. We did a lot of community service around school, around other places. We went for midnight runs where we represented Queens College. And even on the campus, when we are around, a lot of times there's like just regular students who have not been in athletics before, and I was able to help one or two guys join some teams or come to the games and encourage the other student athletes.
He was very respectful. That is what I loved about him the most. He was so goal oriented. He set his goals and he just went for it. And I admire that so much about him, and no matter how difficult it became or how a door closed per se, he would just, dust himself off and just find another way. And that's Patrick.
He's just really fun. He's really funny. I don't think there's ever a moment where anybody was sad, or if you were sad, he'd switch you up and make you happy again, or make you laugh. There was really never a time that was ever sad with him that I can remember. He's really the coolest person on earth. He was a fun guy. He was really cool. Really funny.
My favorite memory of Patrick is the last conversation that we had regarding basketball. Coming to the realization that maybe he would not get to go to play overseas, and what the next steps would be. And the next step for him, he wanted to be a coach, and he wanted to be a trainer. And we were in a very heated conversation about how to go about being a trainer, and his main thing was he did not want to charge anyone to train them, and it was mainly for children, you know. And I said to him, well, why? Like, how do you expect to live? How are you going to get anywhere? You have to rent somewhere. It's not free. And he stopped me in my tracks when he said, Mommy, he said, if I charge any child, he said, that closes the door for so many kids. He said, because, he said, I was one of those kids, because it's expensive. And not all those kids can afford to pay for it. So once you charge, it closes the door for many kids. And that showed me the type of man that he was going to be.
I just wanted to be as supportive as I could for everybody, for the family, for the players. They were definitely emotional about the whole day. They tried to hide it a little bit and try to just be business as usual, but from the beginning it was clear that it wasn't, but I was okay with that, and I was something I was kind of expecting, and just, you know, I just felt it was my job just to kind of just try to get us through it emotionally, and be very aware of everything that the day was about, and just kind of keep that all in perspective. And so it was definitely, it was challenging. I will say that coaching that game, the ceremony beforehand was very emotional with Patrick's family and presenting the award.
I tried to put myself in his shoes and to see what it was like on that side, and just listening to the coaches and how hyped they got, and just being a part of a team and how they cheered each other on, and it was a great feeling. That's a memory that I will treasure always.
Well, there were tears for sure. You know, there were tears. Both Kaheem Chaplin and Diego Maldonado both played with Patrick, and they talked beforehand just about, you know, how much of a mentor he was for them. How, you know, when they were young, and he was an older guy when they came into the program, he would take those guys in the gym and work out with them, and how he was just such a positive person, and he kind of took them under his wing, and helped them through, you know, tough situations and growing pains of being a college athlete, and they were very appreciative of that. They had some audio that played of Patrick. I'm not even sure where it came from. It sounds like he's a motivational speaker. Just, I mean, it was really impressive and powerful what he was saying, and that's the Patrick that they knew. Someone that was always positive, always upbeat, always, you know, trying to motivate himself and others, his teammates and people around him. So he was truly a special person. Unfortunately, I never got a chance to meet him, but definitely got a sense of what he meant to the people that he came in contact with. You could tell that emotionally guys were a little bit drained just from the everything that happened beforehand, and I tried to manage that as much as possible. You know, I didn't, you know, push too hard. I just kind of try to be upbeat and try to coach them through it as much as we could, and just try to focus on the little things and not put too much pressure on everything, and just try to stay in the moment.
It was tough. It was tough. Like I said, I try to picture myself as him. I cried. I did. I was excited.
We needed some guys to step up and make plays, and they did it. It wasn't really anything that, you know, I drew up or anything. It was just, you know, I like to think and I like to hope that guys just said, you know what, we can't lose this game, you know, for Patrick. And I kind of got the sense of that, and guys stepped up and made plays, and it led to a thrilling victory that hopefully the family and everybody appreciated.
It was surreal. It was surreal. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and I think I got to feel some of the emotions that the teammates felt, and it was exciting.
I felt like it was a big thank you to Patrick and everything he had done for Queens College basketball. So that was really special to be a part of.
Oh man, he has this thing where he beats his chest and he's like very excited. It wouldn't matter if he was the person who made that last shot or a team member. He would just be completely just excited that they won and happy for the person who made that shot. Yeah, that's Patrick.
it was an emotional day. It was definitely an emotional day, but luckily, somehow, some way, and maybe Patrick helped us out a little bit towards the end, we were able to pull it out. And I was just happy that we were able to do that for his family, that we were able to get the win and kind of cap off the day to make it a special day and a memorable one for them.
I would just like to thank Queens College. I am very grateful for the award in Patrick's name. It is a reflection of who he was, you know, as a person, and it warms my heart to know that his legacy lives on in this way. I've always wanted to see Patrick's name in lights, or I wanted to see him on the big screen to play basketball, and just knowing that he's not here and having this award presented yearly to individuals who are working just as hard as he is and excelling, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. And I just want to say thank you.
Every step I take, every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break, I'll be missing you.
For me, the grind became a lifestyle. It's just how I live now. Wake up early, sleep early, eat. I can't change now. It's just the way I live. Every day I gotta get up and go get it. There's no other way to live. And everybody want it, but they don't want to put the work in. So you gotta ask yourself, do you really want it?